Yo, YouTube, what it do? Welcome back to another chop session with your boy. Today we're going to be giving my guy here a high temp fade. So as you guys can see here, I'm going in right now, prepping a haircut, making sure I comb out all the hair around the fade, and I'm making sure I comb out the beard as well. So as you guys can see, I'm going in with the one guard on my Babyliss Pro clippers, lever fully open, and I'm just debulking all the hair around the fade. Still prepping the haircut. Most barbers might do it different. I like to debulk all the hair with the one guard when I'm doing a high fade, or just a fade like this in general, where there's a lot of hair that has grown in. I like doing it this way because it helps me prep more for the haircut, and it's just easier. But like I said, different barbers do it different ways. So as you guys can see here, I'm going in, setting in my ball guidelines, still prepping the haircut. You always want to make sure you're setting in your ball guidelines before you begin your haircut. Mandatory. So here, as you guys can see, I went in with the one guard on my Magic Wall clippers. Lever was fully open. I went up 1/2 inch. So then I took the one guard off and I put the 1.5 guard on, and I moved the lever halfway open, and I went and just debulked all of the hair that was at the top of the fade, making sure I brush as I cut. Then I proceeded to put the one guard back on and just play with the lever a little bit and do some detail work, making sure I brush as I cut. So here I have the 0.5 guard on, and I have the lever fully closed, and I went up 1/4 inch. Then I opened I opened the lever up halfway, and I went up another 1/4 inch. Well, pretty much, I just went in, pretty much faded the rest of the fade, because he doesn't have much hair on the sides of his head, so it didn't really take much to get the fade done. So as you guys can see here, I'm pretty much just doing some detail work, and I put the one guard back on, and I'm just playing with the lever, trying to attack those dark spots at the top of the fade. Here I have no guard on, lever was fully closed, and I went up 1/4 inch. And at this point, I'm pretty much just playing with the lever, doing detail work, trying to clean the fade up. Here I have my Andes Masters, and I'm doing the same thing, a lot of detail work, just pretty much cleaning the fade up. Getting my boy right for sure. My boy said he hasn't had a haircut in 2 months. And I just thank him for, holding it down and staying loyal to me, and coming to me and letting me put him back in the game for sure. So let's move on. In the back of the head, it's pretty much the same steps as I did on the other side. I went in with the one guard. The lever was fully open, and I just decided to go ahead and debulk all of the hair. I didn't put the 1.5 guard on here. I just left the one guard on, and I just went in and I debulked all of the hair around the fade, and I brush as I cut. So here I have the 0.5 guard on, lever fully closed, and I went up 1/2 inch. My boy's falling asleep on me. Check him out. So here on the back of his head, one thing that I can tell y'all, as y'all can see in the middle of his head in the back, it looks like it's kind of like bald there. His hair grows different. So as I'm fading, you guys, it might look like I'm fading on one side, or I'm fading on the right side, and then I'm fading on the left side. But it's just me, adjusting to his hair and how it grows. So I went in with the 0.5 guard, lever was fully closed. I went up 1/2 inch on both sides, and then I opened the lever up halfway, and I went up another 1/2 inch. And then what I decided to do was I took the 0.5 guard on, I left the lever halfway open, and I put the one guard on. And I pretty much, I'm just pretty much playing, not playing, but fading fading the rest of his head. So I did the same thing with the other side. I left the one guard on, lever halfway open, and I'm just cleaning the fade up. So here I'm going in no guard, lever fully closed, and I'm going up 1/2 inch across the back of his fade. And I opened the lever up halfway, and I went up another 1/2 inch in the back of his fade. So here I threw the 0.5 guard on, lever was still halfway open, and I just went up 1/4 inch, making sure I don't go too high up into his fade. making sure I go up just a 1/4 inch so you guys can still see the fade and the transition. So I'm making sure I take my time, making sure I brush as I cut, and I'm putting my boy all the way back in there for sure. If y'all made it this far, I thank you. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. So as you guys can see here, I got my Andes Masters, and it's pretty much just detail work here, man. I'm making sure I take my time playing with the lever, and just attacking, you know, the fade itself, and just doing a lot of detail work, getting the transition to pop. Making sure I brush as I cut. It's the #1 thing, so I can make sure I see what I'm doing. So as you guys can see, still doing detail work, making sure I clean them up. And like I said, man, his hair grows different in the back, so I'm making sure I take my time and you know, I be precise and actually fade and I brush so I can make sure I know what I'm doing. So as you guys can see, I got my boy right. So let's move on. So I didn't record, you know, the full left side. I thought I was recording, but it turned out I didn't when I looked at my camera. So I hurried up and clicked, you know, record. So as you guys can see, man, you know, if you paid attention from the right side, it's pretty much all the steps from the right side I did on the left side, you know, so pretty much clean them up. Let's get into the beard. So I have the 0.5 guard on, lever fully closed, and I hit the top of the beard. Then I opened the lever up halfway, and I went down a 1/2 inch, and I opened the lever up full, and I went down another 1/2 inch. So then I proceeded to get my 1 guard, and I left the lever fully open, and I hit, you know, right up under that last, how can I put it? I don't know, man. I'm gonna just keep moving on. So as you guys can see, I threw the no guard, lever fully closed. I hit the top of the fade of the beard. Then I opened it up halfway. Then I went down 1/2 inch, and then I opened it up fully, and I went another 1/2 inch. And as you guys can see, I put the 1 guard on, and I just went down another 1/2 inch, and I'm just fading. So let's move on. I applied my holding spray onto the edge. I prepped the edge like I was supposed to, and now I'm on to the best part, and that's just the edge. Y'all already know how I like edging. I feel like, you know, when I'm as I edge, it brings out the haircut, man. As those lines be sharp, as those lines pop, it brings out the edge. And I mean, not the edge. I'm so sorry, you guys. It brings out the fade and the haircut itself. I'm so sorry. But as you guys can see, man, I'm applying my enhancements, and I'm getting my boy right for sure. I sped up this part of the haircut, man, because you know, it's not really much to say about the edge. You know, I'm just chopping it up with you guys, man. If you made it this far in this video, I thank you for tuning in, man. Make sure you know, stay locked in with your boy. So I'm gonna lock back in right here on the beard. As you guys can see, man, I just made sure I comb the beard out as I'm edging up behind the beard, and that's what you guys want to always make sure you do. Make sure you comb out your beard, you know, so you can hit all those hairs, you know, that has grown in from the last haircut he's got. You know, it could be a sharp line behind that beard, just like that. So as you guys can see, now I'm going in with the razor and I'm attacking this beard. Make sure I keep the beard wide. I'm not digging into his beard, and just, you know, making sure he has the full beard look. So as you guys can see, taking my time, making sure his beard is clean. So now I'm applying a pencil, and y'all already know what time it is when I apply this pencil. So I'm going behind the ears, man, and I'm hitting the edge line behind the ears, making sure everything is crispy and clean. Taking my time. I'm getting my boy right all the way for sure. Make sure y'all stay tuned in with your boy, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, you know, and leave me a comment down below. And also check out my other content that's on my YouTube page. I have a lot of different content, man. Check it all out. So now I'm blending that pencil in, you guys. Cleaning them up. Putting my boy all the way in there. Check out the fade, man. Look at the transition. Beard clean. Everything is clean. And we was watching the boxing match. So as you guys can see here, man, my boy first came in. Check him out. This was a 2-month wolf. A 2 month. Woof. My boy's looking rough. Super rough. But y'all already know what time it is. Let's lock in, bro. Check that man out. Super clean. Everything is fresh. Everything is laid out. Super clean. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for locking in. Make sure you stay tuned in. Like, leave me a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Thule. Fresh. Peace. Love.